Hello.
Hello.
There.
Wow.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to episode 2
Of Two Work Girls.
of Two Great Girls. We will be actually drawing topics
Yeah.
out of our man.
Yeah, after editing last week's episode,
Turns out we
Yeah.
talk shit.
we did not stick to a topic, nor did we have one. Which is fine, because it was the first one and we were working it out.
So we've decided
We're
to
gonna fix it.
put all of the topics that we came up with fucking months ago into this cute torso.
Yeah,
This is Courtney's current boyfriend.
it is.
And we'll be drawing topics out of the torso for every episode to decide what we're going to talk shit about. Would you like to do the honours,
Sure.
ma'am?
Don't be shit. The baby hands. Okay.
Finger that man.
Figure the man. Tanning culture and beauty standards changing.
Ooh,
God, there's so much
that's
to
a hard
unpack.
one.
There's so much to unpack with that, especially living on the Gold Coast. And you and I, we both fake tan.
Okay,
So,
let's start with tanning because
Tanning's crazy.
I have a routine. Like, I tan the first Sunday of every month.
But when we say tanning, when we're not saying like go in the sun and
No,
baby
we
oil
don't like
and
the
like
sun.
cook and like get skin cancer. It's like
Fake tan.
fake tan.
I'm a Bondi Sands girl.
So am I.
Like, ultra dark.
Yeah.
2 layers, I sleep in it.
Oh my god, not 2 layers because I feel like
No, it is a drastic change in
know.
skin color. Like, I am one skin tone for 2 weeks of the month, and the other 2 weeks of the month, I'm a fucking albino.
I know. You think I got rid of the shot of your fake tan hand in the last episode?
Yeah, well, they're
You're mistaken.
Bye. Oh, my fake. Don't edit out that fake tan hand.
I think it's so interesting because there's people trying to boycott tanning, fake tanning, and not like getting in the sun because it encourages people to get in the sun and actually tan and hurt their skin.
It's a catch-22 for this one for me because, like, my doctors like to tell me I need to be out in the sun more, get that vitamin D, need to be in the sun more. But then
Interesting.
I'm in the sun more, and they're like, you shouldn't be in the sun. Like, Australia has the hottest sun, right?
There's other ways to get that vitamin D.
Yeah. Not all of us are 20 years old still, Courtney. I can't get the D like that anymore.
I don't know if you want the D like that anymore.
No, I don't.
No,
No, that segues us great into beauty standards
yeah.
because
Look.
dating culture.
Yeah. Beauty standards are insane because, like, men will call Margot Robbie mid, and then
No, okay. When
on the internet. So on the internet,
I am
and
full
in
lesbian.
theory, conversation, men will be like, I want a woman who looks like this, this, and this, and she has to be like tiny waist, big butt, perfect face, no makeup, blah blah blah. And then when it comes to their roster, it's empty. And if they are sleeping with people, do they look like Margot Robbie? No. And it's so fucked because men will be like, I've got these standards for women, and then they will be walking around looking like a thumb.
I
Because
mean,
their mum tells them they're gorgeous. But we've already been through the mummy conversation. I don't think we need that again.
His mum has to be dead. Hang on, let me repeat that. His mum has to be dead, especially in the age of social media, OnlyFans, and all that kind of stuff. That has created a whole new beauty standard for people. Men are judgy because while they claim that, you know, these women who dress like this and act like this are fucking bottom of the barrel women, they're still in the DMs of those women.
Yeah.
So, like, ew, OnlyFans, but they're still messaging those girls.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of dudes who message me while at the same time making statuses about how disgusting women are. And I'm like, what do you mean, though?
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
You know what the biggest thing is?
Yeah.
The men who are like, I hate fake women, and the only women they're attracted to have plastic surgery, and they are blind to AI. I think the reason that Instagram has the like made with AI thing is because men are so fooled by it and Facetune, they cannot see it.
No, yeah.
It's like they're fucking they are fucking blind. Like they can't, and it's so funny because they will be so picky. They'll be like, I want a natural woman, and then they're only attracted
Go and look at their following on Instagram.
Literally.
None of them are natural women.
And even if they've done surgery and like whatever, like they still will face tune their pictures, and men can't recognize it. And it's so funny because they've got all these standards and they don't even know what a natural woman looks like. They don't know what they're looking for.
It's the same dudes that publicly rip on my boob job on Facebook and Instagram are the same dudes liking and DMing me.
Yeah!
Over my boob job.
Yeah, men will be like, oh, fake tits, they're not that
They're gross. Ew, they're fake. But
and then in their bedroom, like,
they'll be messaging me like, you're hot as fuck. And I'm like, bro.
Well, you are.
Oh, yeah, but
it's like,
you just commented 20 minutes ago, like, ew, fake boobs are gross.
I know. Men will be like, I love big butts. And then they're like, ew,
BBL.
Ew, cellulite. Ew, stretch marks. If you want a real big butt, that's what you get, buddy boy. Like, there's no
What do you
such
think
thing.
big butts come from? Like, fat.
It's fat, babe.
So are boobs.
Your 5% fat girlfriend doesn't come with, like, a big butt.
Or big boobs. Like, no.
I was so mad for that.
My cat's going to the toilet right next to us.
I wish I had it. This happened in the last episode.
She has a time frame, and I told you she poos in that one, she wheezes in that one, and she doesn't give my cat any other litter trays. I have 2 litter trays because I have 2 cats. One cat uses both.
Leo's yet to emerge in any of our interactions.
No, she won't, because this bitch eats all the food, uses all the litter trays.
There's nothing
She's
left.
definitely my cat.
Yeah.
Just hogs everything.
She's just you.
She's a bitch.
In cat form. Okay. Being a girl, seeing a guy, or dating a guy, when you go to the gym and they don't, or you are on a diet, or like being healthy. I started working out and like watching what I ate and stuff when I was towards the end of high school, going into like my 20s, because I started acting and was like, okay, I need to maintain what I look like, or look away for what I want to be casted in and how I feel confident. And it's really interesting being with like 6 foot whatever guys who eat whatever they want and do whatever they want, and then you gain the like almost relationship weight when you're hanging around with them, because all they do is sit in bed all day and then they want to eat takeaway and whatever, and then they've got perfect skin, long eyelashes, and they're
I hate
fit,
men with
or
long
they're
eyelashes.
not fit. Yeah, it's a bit of a it's upsetting.
I mean, I love them. Don't get me wrong. Like,
but it's
beautiful,
upsetting.
But like, I pay money to have my
I
eyelashes look
know.
like that, and you're a man.
I know.
Heartbreaking. But it's funny because I started working out over trauma, not over because I wanted to. I was cheated on and made to feel fat, which is why I started working out. And it wasn't until it wasn't until years ago I found out that I was being cheated on while I was fat. Right, so that's why I've got this thing in my head.
Now
I'm
you've
gonna
linked
keep
it to
working
that.
out. Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucked
But
up.
prior to that, like, I got a phone call in the middle of the night my partner asking me if I could lose weight.
No.
Yeah. And so within like a few months I was in the gym, I was working out. Anyway, it ended. That's why I got into a trauma.
He's a fucking bad person.
Proper trauma was the reason why I needed to change my body. I thought another person made me feel so disgusting that I thought I needed to change my body. And that's why I did. And I don't regret it. I regret the way that it happened. I got into it. I like the way I look now, and I'm more confident. I have a little bit of an ego.
The confidence is the thing, and it gives you the ability.
But I had that confidence before. And he ruined that.
Yeah, that's it. It's until someone like
I didn't feel fat. I didn't think I was fat. I thought I was chunky. I had that chunkiness, but I liked it. My boobs were a bit heavier. My bum was I had a bum for once in my life. Size 12. That's the biggest I ever got in my life. I was size 12.
Yeah.
And I was made to feel I was obese, and he was fucking all the skinny chicks.
Which is wrong. And it's the average size of a woman in Australia is a 16. The fact that people think that normal weight is a size 8 or whatever is just wrong, because everyone's body's different. It depends what medication you're on. It depends like what you're going through. And as a woman, like, we fluctuate up to 7 kilos in a month because we're on a 28-day cycle. Yeah. Men are on a 24-hour cycle with their bodies. That's how their system works with their water weight and everything. It's just unrealistic. And the fact that the patriarchy feeds men this image of how a woman is supposed to look, and then they judge women, and then they trigger things like that is insane.
It's unfair because women don't have as much things to judge men on.
Well,
like, we have boobs,
could, but
we
we're
have
nice
bums.
generally.
Yeah, is that what it is?
I think so.
Like,
because you really wanted to go in depth and be like, but I only date men with a 26-inch waist and like a Dorito body with big shoulders, and like no one does that. Like, I'm a dad bod girl. You know, I'm a dad bod girl. I don't mind.
But like, even when we do, like, when girls talk their shit about their dudes, like, we do talk about dick size.
It's not. That's it.
That's it.
We don't talk about like, oh, he's gorgeous, but just like, I wish his eyes weren't so close together. Like, no girl does that. There's no like weird specific. I know. There's sometimes it's like
there's been some instances where I'm like, fuck, you know,
some men are funny looking, but it's always like it's the same conversation. Like, I always show my friends pictures of the guys I'm sleeping with, and it will be like, oh, he looks better in person. I've always been attracted to people by their confidence and their sense of humor.
Mine is how they treat me.
Yeah, mine should be that.
Mine's princess treatment.
Mine's the banter.
But see, that's
the funny.
Yeah, see, but the princess guys. Treatment can be bad too, because that's also a form of love bombing.
I can't be near princess treatment because I've been love bombed by someone and I thought it was great, and then he was fucking insane. And it was too late for me by that point, and then I was stuck.
I need the princess. I can't not, like, see, for me now, it's like the princess treatment has to go on for so many months/years for me to know that this is going to be who he is forever.
It does, yeah, it does. Because, like, for me, it was like 3 months. It was the honeymoon period.
That's technically love bombing.
Yeah, it was.
That's just a love bombing period.
Yeah. So now when I see that, though, I think love bombing run away.
There's a difference for me between love bombing and like wanting to treat a woman with the utmost respect, and
I agree
wanting
with you,
to give them
and
everything.
I've seen it, and it was like it was my friend and her boyfriend that I was telling you about last time. How he opens doors for her and everything, and that's
way different to telling someone, "I love you so much, you're so beautiful, you're the best thing in my world." Rah, rah.
Gifts was the thing for me.
Gifts, I hate that shit. Like, I love gifts. Don't get me wrong, but
Same.
I love gifts in the way of
meaningful.
I need something. Can you please buy that for me? Not what I've learned in my last relationship. Was that every time I got a gift, just randomly out of the blue, it was because something happened.
It's a short film. It's called Withered Rose or something. And it's this husband or boyfriend apologizing profusely to this girl after hitting her. And he gives her flowers. And he's so sincere, and you totally believe him that it's the first time it's ever happened. And he'll never, ever do it again. And you're like, okay, he'll never do it again. That's brutal. But then she goes down into the basement and the room is just filled with flowers. Like, the whole room. And it's like, yeah, every time he fucks up, she gets them. And like, they're all dried.
That happens on a physical aspect. That happens on a mental aspect. And once it starts happening, they keep doing it without even realizing it. So then you know that they're doing something without them having to tell you.
It's like their subconscious is like,
oh fuck,
you cheated, get her something.
Yeah. And so like I got these diamond earrings in, I've got fucking bags, and it wasn't until years later that I'd found out why I was getting these gifts. And now I don't want shit from anybody. Now I'll buy my own shit, and if I really, really want something that I can't get for myself, I'll be like, can you believe me?
I like meaningful stuff. I like being lent a book. I think you'd like this.
I want a man to take me on a holiday. I don't want a fucking... I do not want...
Even a camping trip, something.
I don't want anything that I'm going to be throwing out in the next 6 months. Like, if it's a gift, I want it forever. And...
Or I want to eat it.
True.
Or drink it.
True. Food counts as gifts.
Yeah, I love like...
Food is a love language.
I had a boyfriend who bought me ice cream and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's all dirty to me.
Yeah.
But now I see it as love bombing.
If someone knows my snack habits and brings the snacks...
They know what you like. That's what I mean. Yeah. I think you'll like this, or I know you like this. Yes, and now I see it as love bombing.
Love bombing, most of the time, is usually just words.
And it's easy.
Right? It's
easy gifts.
Yeah. But to actually go through and act on everything that you're saying so consistently, not just every now and again, or not just on the weekends when you feel like, literally consistently, like a random fucking Tuesday night, Sunday mornings, Wednesday afternoon, really so consistently, and then following up on those actions, following up on those words, that's princess treatment.
it's also the difference between making time and when you have time. For a lot of men, I feel like I'm slid into their schedule, or it's always when it works for them, and I'm always making the time for them.
Oh, see, this is where
like the extra effort, or when I'm tired,
Yeah.
or whenever, and it's remembering. Men don't remember shit.
No.
The times that I remind them a million times, what, even dietary requirements, like, what, some of these motherfuckers are going to kill me one day. Or forgetting what I like, what I don't like, where I grew up. The amount of men on the Gold Coast who I've told I'm from Newcastle like 20 times, and they still don't fucking remember.
It's crazy
It's
because
insane.
I'm not interested in Gold Coast locals anymore, like anyone who's born and grown up here, because
if you're watching this and you're a Gold Coast local,
you have no chance. It feels like they're not well traveled in the way of like you said, they don't remember where you come from.
Yeah,
they
don't care.
They think that this is the best place in the fucking world. I moved here for the opportunities, and I got those opportunities. It's great.
Yeah.
What I don't like is the culture that surrounds the Gold Coast. That fake ass, fakey, bougie, everyone talks about everyone is an influencer, it's just, there's no realness here. It is the Australian Hollywood, but I have been to Hollywood a few times. I've stayed in Hollywood for weeks. Hollywood is fun. Here is not fun. I moved up here with a boob. Oh, she's at it again. I moved up here with a boob job. So I didn't get it before I came up here. But the identity I had before I moved here and the identity I have now are very different.
Yeah.
And the identity I have now is so close to that Gold Coast fucking visage. It's not funny.
By identity, do you mean like things about yourself or like your appearance?
Both.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Interesting.
And like, because I grew up a farm girl.
Actually, I had someone say that, like, I was video chatting or like sending videos to one of my friends from Newcastle, like someone I went to high school with, and they were like, your voice has gotten Gold Coast, like your voice is different. And I couldn't, like, I was like, I don't even remember like how I sounded or what's changed.
I'm judgy now. I'm bitchy now. I've got like a more higher pitched voice.
Oh yeah, they're like Valley Gal.
Yeah, I'm like that now.
We've lost a sign.
And I've just like, I went from that like introverted farm girl to this extroverted, more show. What are you doing?
Fixing the sign.
Oh, motherfucker. I'm an introverted extrovert. Yeah. I prefer to be indoors.
I have a social battery.
Same. And I'm a one person at a time person.
Romantically, yes, so am I.
I mean, in every aspect of my life, like hanging out, doing things.
Yeah, okay, I get what you mean.
I don't like hanging out with groups of people.
I like to, but I'm really bad at it because I'm like you. So if I go organize a group event, like I've been doing a film at the moment and we had multiple meetups, I wanted to talk to everyone, but I get stuck talking to one person, and then it's been 3 hours and I'm like, fuck, I'm producing this film. I haven't talked to the DOP. And I'm like, shit. I don't want to look bad, but I literally just get in the zone and I keep talking, and I will just keep talking to one person.
And same with my romantic life. Like I'm not even one to talk to one dude at the moment, let alone fucking 5.
I need a good break after every like situation that I'm in with men. Like I need like a good few months, like at least, to just like get them out of my system. Because I can't focus. I can't get to know someone again and put all that effort again. The fucking, oh yeah, where are you from? And what did you do? What were you like as a kid? What are your parents like? It's exhausting. And I'm 21.
Yeah, imagine how I feel then.
I know. I'm.
Well, and then I have way more shit to weed through because I have to weed through the people that don't have kids.
Yeah, because you're ancient too.
And then don't have kids, and then don't have fucking ex-wives, and don't have mothers.
Even that's like, I'm glad I don't live in the town I grew up in, because now they're all like getting married.
I grew up in a town that only had 20,000 people, and like I would have gotten to this. If I was single at this age, there would have been no one for me to go for that didn't already date one of my friends.
I can't remember how many people were in our town, but there was 30 kids in my graduating class.
I wasn't going to share stepkids with one of my friends, though.
Fuck no!
Because that's what would have happened if I stayed there.
That's fucking weird. That's fucking weird.
Because that's what would have happened.
Yeah, 100%.
Because, like, all of the people, and, like, I hope I don't offend anyone because I still love you all, I swear to God. All of them that were in those relationships back then are still in those relationships, have kids. And mind you, that it's kind of romantic.
It is.
In a sense.
It's
but
like,
in another sense, it's like they didn't have anything better to do.
Yeah.
So they settled down, like, right now.
Religious schools as well. They want to get laid, you know? They have beliefs.
Yeah, but if you want, at least, like, use protection.
In their marriage. Well, probably not.
No, they don't. No, they don't believe in it.
No.
No, it's a sin, isn't it?
I don't fucking know. It depends how religious they are. There's the religious people who do anal. I can't believe we're talking about butt stuff again.
Have you heard of this thing called soaking?
No.
In Utah, and I know this is a fact, I have friends from Utah, they told me this. In Utah, because, like, it's heavily Mormons.
Yeah. And
they're not allowed to have sex before marriage.
Yeah.
So they do this thing called soaking, and it's where they put the dick inside, but they're not allowed to thrust.
What the fuck is that?
So it just lays in there.
Is it soaking because of the vagina juices?
I guess so.
Does he come?
I think it's called soaking. I'm gonna have to Google it.
Does he
I'm
come?
pretty sure. No, he's not allowed.
So what the
He's not allowed. He's also not allowed to thrust because he's not allowed to penetrate her properly. But it's allowed to sit in there. It's called soaking. And I'm like, when they were telling me this at the time, because I was working for a bunch of Mormons, I was like, this doesn't make any sense, because, like, what happens if she sneezes? The rule's broken. Like, if she sneezes,
are they being monitored? Is there someone in the room like, you moved, you flinched, married?
Yeah, like, I don't know, but, like, it's a real. Hang on.
Wait, what
I'm getting the phone out. I'm going to Google it.
What were you working for the Mormons for?
Oh, no, okay, so my old software engineering company that I worked with, they have a head office in Utah.
Yeah.
And all of them are Mormon. And so one of the dudes who used to live in Utah, he moved over here to our Australian office, and he was pretty chill. He was so fun. And he was in his 20s at the time. And he was telling me about the thing that Mormons do over there called soaking. And anyway, I'm going to Google. Soaking, this is by Google, Wikipedia. Soaking is a sexual practice of inserting the penis into the vagina, but not subsequently thrusting or ejaculating. It's a real thing. I
believe you. I'm just like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
So that...
Just masturbate. Are they allowed to do that?
I don't think they're allowed to.
Then why the fuck are they risking an STD or like...
No, so this is the step before marriage. Like, you know, when they're not married yet.
Oh.
And they're not allowed to have sex because they're not married yet. So they're soaking.
I would still rather never have sex again than do that, I think. Maybe. That sounds like really fucking awkward.
That sounds like a pickle dick.
Are they meant to, like, look into each other's eyes while they're doing it?
I don't know, but how does it come out? Like, because you know when you put your hand in water for ages and it comes out crinkly?
That wouldn't happen, because that doesn't happen to penises.
No, but that's because the penis is coming in and out and it's thrusting.
Because there's airflow?
Yeah. So if there's not, and it's just sitting there and moisture...
If a man sits in a bathtub or a swimming pool, does his penis get wrinkly?
I don't know. I haven't looked at a man who's been sitting in a bathtub. Actually,
if you're a man, comment below. Does your penis get wrinkly when you sit in bodies of water? Send No, don't. Send proof. Send proof. Please don't send me penis pics. I will fuck you.
No, I'm solicited. That was solicited, though.
Yeah, but now it's true. Like, I take it back. I take that. Men are so... The beautiful thing about men is they have these boundaries and they know what they like and don't like, and they're so adamant about it.
They're simple creatures.
Because yeah, they are.
They are simple. I do love that about a man, though.
Yeah, so do I. I think it's great, and I wish I had more of that primitive nature in me. But I will suck it up. If he loves sports, I'll go to the sport game. If he wants to go for brunch and I'm knackered from work the night before and I haven't slept, I'll go to brunch with you. I'll do the hard thing. Whereas you tell them, you're like, oh, I'm not free this week except for this one night. We're going to dinner for my mum's birthday. Can you come? And they're like, I'm tired. And you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh, I'd love to go see that musical, but I don't like musicals. And you're like, I don't like putting my finger in your butthole, but I'll do it anyway.
I mean, for me, if I'm fucking you in a relationship, you just give me what I want.
Yeah.
Because sex to me is a chore. Like, I've gotten to that age now.
I love sex.
No, see, I've gotten to the age now where I'm like, I'm tired. Like, a vibrator is 2 seconds.
I was like that when I was having bad sex. And then I started getting into, like, what I like and actually vocalizing it and being like, hey, this is, like, actually, like, I can actually have control of this situation and make it so that it's not shit and gross and boring.
I don't ever think it's gross or boring. I just think it's, like, time consuming.
Really?
When I can get off in 2 seconds with a vibrator, why do I need a man with a dick? Here.
It's a different thing. Like,
maybe for
like
the connection or something.
Yeah.
But like, I don't. Maybe I've been in a really, really traumatic relationship for too long.
Maybe
where I just feel like that connection doesn't exist.
I can see where you're coming
but
from
like,
with that.
Where I could just sex just doesn't, like, even now out of a relationship, like, I'm not like a horn dog. Like, I know my ex is already on dating apps, and I'm like,
yeah,
like, I mean,
those poor girls.
Like, I'm posting pics of myself for attention, but not for my own attention, because I have gigs going on where I need people to be drawn to my page, and the best way to do that is titties.
Totally. And every time I've come out of, like, being with a guy for a long time, I have a break from sex as well, because I can't, like, I
also,
just don't want to.
I'm really scared.
I get that.
I've been with the same dude for nearly a decade.
I had a break from sex for a year after a relationship, and when I was going to sleep with someone
for
after that. Yeah. The year of me being 18.
You went sexless at 18?
Yeah. So
holy fuck.
And then I moved up here.
Yeah, and then you didn't, because it's Gold Coast.
And then uni and Gold Coast, and then the first guy I slept with, I was like, am I going to be bad? Like, I was like, do I remember how to suck a dick? Like, I was like, what? And it was so weird getting, and I get how you feel. I was so scared to get back into it, and he was much older than me, and I was like 18, and I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing, and he was like late 20s, and I was like, I haven't had sex for ages. And then getting back on the horse, I was like, oh,
this is easy. Well, as a girl, it's like, easy.
Yeah, well, there was a series of men, and I was on top all the time. I was always in control all the time. And then I started sleeping with men who were like, oh, it's about you. And then I started getting into sex podcasts, reading about sex and learning more. And then I was like, I like have not had sex and not come for like a good couple months, over a year. There's like a few instances, but like,
I'm gonna leave my comment for that for a few more episodes before I hurt people's feelings.
I'm probably hurt feelings already, but it was just like, oh, definitely, oh fuck, I wonder who's gonna, oh fuck. Anyway, it's just like, it's scary as a woman to like take control in the bedroom, or like not take control, but just like speak up for yourself.
I don't want to. I haven't found. I've probably one person that gives good female head.
I'm like
dudes can't eat, bro.
You can teach them.
You can teach them, but I don't want to. Like, if you can't do it at my age,
true.
Like, it's not hard to find the clit. It's not. It's really fucking hard. And that's the part of us that you need to touch to get off. And if you just can't touch that little nub over and over again for fucking 20 seconds.
I know.
And
it's
like,
sad.
It's just.
It's weird. And sometimes they do weird stuff.
They do. They lick around it. They lick in the hole. And like, I'm sorry, but putting your tongue in the hole does nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Because half the time your dick isn't even reaching.
Do they know what like a tampon is?
Yeah.
And then, they will be like fingering you like this, and
the bad fingers!
Yeah, and you're like, nothing's there.
I refuse to be fingered, bro. Refuse. In my last relationship, I full on told him, do not finger me anymore. Because he bent his fingers! If it's done like that, yeah, what the fuck? If it's done properly, and he full. Like, this is a dude who had a 200 plus body count.
And he has children.
And he had a kid, and he could not fucking finger. And like, he was telling me that I was bad.
Finger.
And he was telling, like, he full on told me that I was a bad fuck. And I'm like, this dude has a 200 plus body count and he can't finger and he can't give head. And I'm a bad fuck. Like, I'm not into it because he can't do all of the things to get me into it. So now it's just can we have sex? And we got to have sex right now.
Can we have sex? That is the
because
least
he knows
romantic.
Because I'm not going to lean into it. Because how? I'm not going to let him give me head because he's bad at it. And I don't want his fingers in there because he's just going to scratch my labia.
Please get out there. Please, for me. Please.
Document my sex experiences.
just so I know you're okay. I'm scared for you.
My vagina's
happy again. Yeah, that thing's gone to sleep. She's on sleep mode. She's found off. She's gone. I don't know. That's like the most clinical thing. That's like those scary post-apocalyptic movies when the man comes in the room and she's like laying on the bed. Oh no.
Okay, my pussy is sad, alright?
I'm sad. I'm sad for your pussy. Fucking hell, the standards are so low. But they do exist, the men that can give head.
You know, and all this time, I thought he was the good one. And I just haven't been pussy happy in 7 years.
It sounds very clinical. Yeah.
And I made it that way, though.
Well,
because I didn't enjoy the come-up. Like the bit that was prior to the sex.
Yeah.
And that's the bit that we crave on. That's the bit that leads us to the fuck yeah, let's have sex. Yeah. Because dudes never really last that long.
They don't need the lead up. I was listening to, I think it was another podcast or something. And it was women like need even talking before sex. Like you can't just get home and
fuck. Starts as soon as we wake up.
Yeah, you have to
speak. The little
speak.
Butt taps and the little how was your morning and the kisses at lunchtime and the calling to see how your day is.
Talking.
That turns a woman on. Yeah. If I wake up to a message in the morning, I will probably sleep with that dude at night. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I don't wake up to cute morning messages.
Yeah, people are going to start sending you messages.
Don't send me morning messages.
Yeah, the little things.
The little tiny things that are getting me wet.
If I haven't seen you all day.
Not seeing his boner when I get in the shower. I don't care that you got a boner because you can see my tits.
I know. Or it's like, them coming home and they're like, what the fuck? And you're like, no, can we talk about our day? If we sit down. If I get hit on by like a homeless person who says that I'm the most beautiful woman he's ever seen and I come home and don't get a compliment.
Yeah. The crackheads on the street.
The crackies are like hyping you up.
The servo people offering to fill out my car.
Yeah. And they're like, you're so beautiful. And you're like, I should just fuck you.
Anyway, we should wrap this up. We always end up on butt stuff.
That's fine. We have some room to cut where we decide we don't want to have that personal information. That's okay. This was a conversation about beauty standards, and I think it continued to be one, to be honest.
It would be interesting to know if you guys have any topics you want us to talk shit about.
Yeah, we can put it in my boyfriend.
Feel free to comment, and we'll put it in Courtney's boyfriend.
Yeah, I'll put it in his hole for you.
In his... It always ends up talking about holes. And we may or may not pull out your topic from the boyfriend.
If it's not shit.
I mean, we could probably talk about shit topics.
I would love to talk about shit topics. Try and come up with a really bad one and we'll see if we can make it work.
Even a topic about shit?
Oh my god, I love talking about shitting. I could do a whole episode on my digestive system.
We spoke about this last time.
I know, and I will do it again.
Topic, feel free. We don't mind.
We really don't.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
On Two Woke Girls. Let us know if you have anything you want us to talk shit about. Let us know if we're shit. We might actually be shit.
Yeah, give us advice. Unless we don't like it, then we don't want it. Okay?
Unless we don't listen to it because we're girls.
Yeah.
See you, fuckers.
Bye. I won't miss you.